Now we're the show's on, baby. Here we go. What's going on in the nerds? Co-host Mike Varall here.
Stephen Dobbins.
We are ready. We're ready to go into episode number 4, the Bad Batch Cornered. It's going down, I guess.
They literally get cornered.
Literally, I guess it was a good fitting title.
Does anyone get actually cornered? It's not really like...
Not a legit corner, but I guess in the sense of them getting chased down, cornered-ish.
Well, let's break down the episode. What's going on in this episode, Mike?
So we got our Bad Batch on their way to planet Pantora in order to seek fuel, money, food that they desperately apparently need, but never really show them getting. So
like the power source, kind of.
Yeah, and they need to scramble their code of the ships,
right?
Because they found that they're being tracked by the Empire, so they do need to scramble their code there. So you see that happen, but we never see them get the food. They do get credits,
Right? They sell Echo.
If you're looking to sell something, how about your droid?
So they
pretty much sell Echo
into slavery.
Price. He is
they
4,000
budget
credits.
him. Well, no, they wanted 4,000. They gave him 3,000.
Damn.
So initially it was 2,000. Then it was 4,000. And then he's like not even sold for the proper amount.
Damn.
This is all on their way to Idaflor, which apparently is just like barren planet.
Yeah, do we have a sort of history of this planet, or I haven't seen it in the Star Wars universe yet.
No, I mean I haven't read most of I haven't read the like non-canon stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or the video games.
Well, I know the Pantorans. They were in Clone Wars in the past, so like the political episodes, things like that.
Right.
But I have not seen.
Our girl Ahsoka went there.
I'm Ahsoka?
Ahsoka's the best.
But the main plot here is being chased by Fennec Shan, and if you don't know, you can make the connection to the Mandalorian show where she's in there.
And if you remember, I don't miss.
Fennec?
You have a keen ear, Mando.
She's awesome.
She's such a good
With
character.
really cool bounty hunter. She in the Mandalorian, she's hired by Moff Gideon to go get the child. But in this, I'm not really sure who she's working for currently. You might have a speculation of them being the Kaminoans.
Right, it might be that. I mean, it makes sense because they're losing their source of revenue. You know, as a business, they need. Do you have paper on your shirt?
I guess so.
That was the difference of the episode right there.
Anyway.
But yeah, they need something, and we're speculating. It's not just us. A lot of people are speculating that Omega was their next step up with some force, which goes into your theory.
Yeah, that she either is already force sensitive or they plan to make her force sensitive. Sorry, and this was like an upgrade of a clone that the Kaminoans would offer to the Republic to intensify their armies.
Which we know doesn't happen, which is interesting. I didn't even think of that. So like we actually know it doesn't go that way.
Doesn't.
So I wonder, because we still have this whole thing with Grogu that we don't know.
Exactly. And that was like, if you guys also, if you're confused with the timeline here,
we were. So
I
yeah,
was,
look it up
for sure. So at this point, you know, we're obviously taking place right after episode 3 going into 4.
Yeah.
The Mandalorian takes place after, or like just at the tail end of episode 6, going into 7. So Grogu really is, I guess, at the Jedi Temple as a little child, learning the ways of the Force and things like that.
Because we don't know who takes him from the temple.
Yeah,
which is still a secret, so we don't know that.
Exactly. So yeah, there's obviously with Fennec in the mix now, we are waiting for the Mandalorian tie-ins somehow, somewhere.
There's a 19-year gap between episode 3 and 4.
Got it.
So this is in between. The reason we know that is because Luke is 19 at the start of episode 4.
Yes.
So that's why we know there's that gap. So yeah, this is like we've said this before. It's cool to see the Empire becoming a thing. You see the people cheering that the war's over.
Yeah, like it's almost this delusion that this is a good thing, the war's over, great, but really no, you guys are screwed and dictatorship is upon you and your freedoms are gone essentially. So this is not a good thing that's going on. So we continue to see this, like you said, it's great, but I think we're ready to move on and see other things in the show, right?
And we're talking about the reiteration, it's not that religious thing, of I hope she puts like Grogu in there or something. We're talking about it like she's not here. She's literally over there. Family dynamic. It's like we get it. They
took her in. They're trying to be parents. Cool, great.
Awesome.
We need more.
Yeah.
And what are some of the hopes that you have for the show?
I mean, I would love to see like Omega's backstory. I want to see more of Crosshair, more of what's happening in the universe.
Yeah, I would like to see some more of the Empire's point of view.
Yes, definitely.
And like
Rampart, you got this cool new character.
Yeah, saw him once.
Yeah, right. Like, I think it's cool when they don't always have old characters. Like when they bring new characters into the world, it's awesome. Like we got the Bad Batch, but they didn't even split them up really. Like I didn't really Wrecker got beat so fast, which like it was cool.
Fast.
Right, and then that was his whole storyline for the whole episode. It was like, wait a minute, that's
Well, I think like with the original Clone Wars series, they had more characters to really make side stories of, and that's what really fed the show and made it wholesome and full. But right now we're with this such a tight knit group, and like they kind of have to stick together, so it's really hard to branch out and see. But I don't know. I'm really hoping it picks up a little bit because it's starting to get a little dull.
I'm a little nervous because the fight scene was cool. Hunter fighting Fennec, and then when you had Omega in between the two of them, you had the cool knife thing. But it's like you knew they were gonna get away.
Yeah, of course. You always
knew they were getting off the planet, and then it's like, what? We're gonna stop at another planet? I mean, What do you see for next episode?
Honestly, not too sure. I guess we kind of figure out who exactly is behind, like, Fennec's hire, like who hired Fennec to search after Omega and why, which I'm gonna ultimately say is the Kaminoans because they need her back to create
the
more
DNA.
clones. Need the DNA as well as the Bad Batch. Will the Bad Batch eventually ditch her, or will they actually stick with her? Because they might come to a point where they're like, this is a liability. You know, we need to be on our own, and
they keep getting chased.
We can't be a target anymore. We're poor, we're broke, we're hungry.
The ship literally isn't. They can't even go in hyperspeed anymore. The ship is literally just floating through space.
Yeah. So I don't know. What do you think?
I think we're probably gonna get a Crosshair episode.
That'd be nice.
I think we're gonna get that.
Even in the last episode, I believe it was, you kind of saw him almost thinking, "Wait, I think I fucked up with my decision of sticking with this crew." So I hope
and murdering genocide.
Just kind of killing innocent people. Yeah. But I hope he eventually goes back with the Bad Batch. Would be cool to see.
I do think we're going to see a lot, because now you brought this up last week. If I don't know if it was on the video, but you definitely brought it up, where Wrecker was scratching his head. I do think we're going to see that come into play.
Yeah,
not just him,
that potential slow domino effect of them all falling, which I hope I don't see. But
yeah, because we did some research before with Ryan, and we were seeing how they said something like reviewers or something were crying at the last episode.
Yeah. So obviously there's going to be a very extremely tragic ending, which sucks. But I guess I'm a sucker for crying, so that's great.
I can see Hunter dying.
Yeah,
I don't see.
I can see that.
I can't see them killing a kid.
No. That's a little morbid.
But it would be interesting because I do think this is going to tie more into Mandalorian more than anything else.
Which they need to do, because obviously, let's be real, it's been their biggest success yet.
It's the best show they have.
Exactly.
And this show needs
something they need to keep springboarding off of. Yeah. So if they can tie this in, they could save the show.
Even though it's like a 20-year or more gap.
Yeah, but still, there's got to be a way they could. If not, then I don't know. This is getting a little dicey, people.
Or Obi-Wan.
Hello there.
Because that show's coming up.
Yep, true. Young Obi-Wan in the mix. That would be cool.
That'd be cool. That'd be so. Maybe he takes Omega.
True. But also, we also talked about maybe Rex.
That'd be awesome.
Getting back involved.
Yep.
Also cool. Let's not forget Ahsoka's also out there.
Oh,
Ezra Bridger could potentially be out there too.
Yeah. But you know what would be cool if they brought in, what's his name? Kanan.
That would be cool. That would be great.
I mean, he has more of a
nice. That would be awesome.
You're not knowing this, but we had to cut something because Mike basically spoiled a whole nother series.
That would be great. That'd be great.
Technical difficulties. Anyway, we talked about everything. We got some identity versus conformity going on.
We got some hopes. Like, really, we got some hopes. Please save the show. Yeah. We're begging you. But honestly, I am enjoying it.
We're a quarter
as dull as the show was. I mean, like I said last time, there's these filler episodes that the Clone Wars series has done in the past. So I'm assuming this is what we're getting through. Because again, 16 episodes.
We're a quarter of the way through.
It's episode 4, so let's not
Yeah.
be too mad about
Let's
it.
not write it off. There's a lot of reviews out there writing the show off.
I
It's
know.
Whoa.
Take it easy, all right? Take it easy. We'll be okay. And make sure you like, share, follow, subscribe to the YouTube channel, Instagram page, Twitter, podcast. You can find us anywhere. Our latest episode of the podcast,
Yes.
Avengers Endgame, one of our best.
Probably the best.
We're the best.
We had to meet the movie's standard.
Yes.
You know, that movie was the best. We had to meet
The
it.
raise the bar. Yeah, of course. So we'll see you guys next time for episode 5 next Friday. Peace.